Cable Channel 15 TV, and welcome everybody. The Road Warriors on the road again, this time all down in mid-south Arkansas. Where in the world are we, Randy? We're at Helena, West Helena, and we're certainly south of Newport, Arkansas. It's our first trip here that I can remember since the mid-'60s. Newport Greyhound football, David Black, my tag team partner Randy Klepechka, Dan Klepechka along, and we say hello to our friend Shane Hutchison. Had a little surgery today. He won't be here to provide some stats, but hopefully we can get some from Van at half.
Van Province is getting it for us, so we're going to be in good shape there. We're down in the home of the Blues Festival, David.
Absolutely we are, and I'm going to tell you what, a real nice ball field, a real good place to work. We're working in the stands once again. We had some audio issues last week. We're going to try to get those worked out this week, but hey, it's conference season, Randy C., and anytime you get in conference, you got to win football games, and this is a big one.
Yeah, this is that second season, as you always talk about. You know, we have the preseason, we have the non-conference season, we have the conference season, and we have the playoffs. So we're in season 2, which is arguably the most important season. So we've got to get some things happening here. You know, first game of the conference season, and you got arguably maybe the best team other than us, hopefully other than us, in the conference. I mean, West Helena and Hootens was picked second in the conference. So, you know, it's a showdown in week 1.
Arkansas Steel Associates bringing you the pregame show as they have each and every year for the last several years, and we appreciate those folks who, you know, they're an economic leader for many years in Newport and Jackson County and always give community and financial support. Arkansas Steel Associates in Newport. Randy, we go on the road last week. We play a real solid Sylvan Hills football team, and the ball game kind of got away from us. Hounds on the road again, and a good quality football game again. And again, these guys we think can score points. You got to match them.
Yeah, you got to match them again. They're going to have an offense that's got a lot of size on the offensive line. They've got a lot of great athletic ability and speed. You know, they've been scoring a lot of points this year. Dollarway did beat them pretty good. Of course, Dollarway beats most people good. They lost to Dollarway 42-18. They defeated Marietta 76-6, and then last week a nail biter against Forest City lost 34-33. So they can score some points. Usually give up a lot of points as well.
Newport Greyhounds look like they're going to be kicking off here to the Cougars, and
David, we did defer. We won the toss and deferred.
Good deal. We'll get it to start the second half. Junior high, talk a little bit about our junior high team last night.
Yeah, really put on the points last night. I can't remember the score. It was 52-something, 20-something for West Helena. Jerry Ellis, just unbelievable speed from his running back position. Just a great night offensively for that Grey Pup team.
And the kickoff brought to you by Brian Smith, Farm Bureau Insurance, 206 North Harwood Street, 523-8946. Brian Smith, we're ready to go. Randy C., my tag team partner.
Julian Reed will kick off for Newport from the 40. Squibs it across the middle. Fielded about the 21. Goes to the right side. Gets to the corner. Have a nice return up past, probably around the 40-yard line. From our angle, it's hard to get an exact spot. Looks like they'll spot him maybe around the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for West Helena.
We are actually filming from about the 35-yard line on the north end, which will be the end to your left, and you'll see that here in just a little bit. See the middle of the field there. The angle is obviously offset some, and you and I, Randy, are between the 30 and the 35, but it's not a bad view.
No, not at all. Be 1st and 10. After that 15-yard kick return. Trying to remember to keep a few extra stats that normally don't tonight. We'll get this together. 1st and 10 from the 36. Quarterback comes left. Option pitch to the right. Played very well. A halfback pass. And Ben Collier with great coverage. Good job, Ben Collier. You know, a lot of times people get fooled on those halfback passes. Ben was right with his man.
Well, that's one of those things that you look at on film if you're the coach from Helena and you say, I think we got a chance on this, and I think we can trick them. I think we can look like we're going to run an option play and pull up and then throw deep. But excellent coverage, as you said, by Ben Collier. He wasn't fooled. He did his job.
Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Ben Collier, by the way, the player of the week last week, was honored at the touchdown lunch on Monday. 2nd and 10 from the 36.
Denver Smith on this side with Hayden Schultz.
Hand it back this way. Boy, makes a great. That guy is tough to tackle, David Black. He had 2 guys that almost had him wrapped up, and he got away, and excellent gain. 1st down up to about the 49.
Well, it's just a play where they pulled the backside, and they got around and got some blocking over here on this side, and kid made some good moves. Had he come outside, he might have got a lot further than that. Might have gotten a lot further. 1st down and 10. 11:30 to play first quarter. It's early.
1st and 10 from the 49. Motion man this way. They give it. No, they go back the other way. A lot of deception here. be run out of bounds, but a big gain up to about the 36-yard line on the play. 1st and 10, Helena, West Helena.
42, Terrell Roddy on the football field as McCabe Cordell. 30, of course, the free safety is Keith Washam, DeAndre Elston. Kyron Stafford, who last week we ended the broadcast without talking a lot about Kyron, and Kyron had to go to Children's Hospital. He developed a full body cramp, but he's okay this week. He's back in the lineup. Colton Willis also at a linebacker.
Need both of those guys. Good to have them out there. Quarterback keeps it straight ahead, cuts to the left. Have a gain up to the 31-yard line, maybe the 30. Give him 6, 2nd down and 4, Helena.
Not much fancy, just a little misdirection on each play. And I know Coach Hansley has preached all week, it's assignment football. Somebody's got the first face, somebody's got the quarterback, somebody's got the speed sweep. You got responsibilities here with this offense that West Helena runs.
2nd and 4 from the 30. Motion. Quarterback keeps to the right. Good play by the Newport defense. Looks like 49, Kyron Stafford there. No gain, maybe a gain of 1 will bring up 3rd down and 4.
Looked like they had a big play, and I'm telling you, somebody from their linebacker position, I think it was Colton. He came in and he popped an offensive guard, and I'm talking about he popped him back 4 or 5 yards. 3rd down and about 3.
All at the 29. Obviously 4 down territory inside the Newport 30. Offsides Newport. They got us to jump, and that'll be an easy 1st down. Move it to the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Easier than saying Helena, West Helena.
Yeah, one of the elementary things about playing defense is to be disciplined enough to watch the football. We had 2 or 3 guys jump off sides. A lot of that has to do with nerves and being anxious, and 3rd and 3 and a big play, and you're trying to make a big play, but the Hounds jump off side, and they cost us a 1st down. But here we go. Let's hold them here, guys.
Quarterback keeps it, comes to the outside, and he's got room. 20, 15, tripped up at about the 12-yard line. It'll be another 1st down. 1st down for Helena from the 12.
Well, this football team has got some speed, as they showed it right that time. And Malik Arnett, not a real big guy.
I was reading in Hootens, you know, a lot of 5'6", 145 kind of guys, but I bet you they can fly. They got some big old linemen, though. Got a big guy in that backfield, too, right now, number 24, beside the quarterback. Now he goes out to the right, blocking back position. 1st and 10 from the 12. Quarterback keeps. Just can't wrap him up. Boy, Denver had the play, and we couldn't wrap him up. It just drags tacklers to about the 6. Gain of 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, we had him stopped for a loss, and you just got to wrap up there, as you mentioned.
That's hard to tackle. That's the 2nd play where we've had some chances to make tackles and just tough running.
9 minutes to play here in the 1st quarter. No score, Helena.
2nd and 4
on their 1st offensive possession.
Quarterback hands it to the right side, number 24, and he'll have a touchdown. Number 24 with a 6-yard run. Helena, West Helena 6, Newport 0.
Well, the Hounds were having a little trouble last week stopping the run, and Helena probably really took a look at that film, if they had that film, and possibly had scouts there and said, look, this is where we need to attack. And we had a couple of chances to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, but not many. Give those guys credit for just taking the football and down the field and not making any mistakes.
It's one of those games where you got to match them, David. It's going to be the same story, it looks like. Extra point attempt coming up. Spot the ball at the 8, kind of a really close to the line of scrimmage. Most teams spotted at the 10. And that's why they spot it there. Run a little shovel pass, and we're not going to buy it. And 2-point conversion will fail if they blow the whistle. And they do. 2-point conversion fails. Helena, West Helena 6, Newport 0.
We've talked about the Newport Food Mart, the Newport Shell on Highway 367 North, across from Merchants and Planters Bank, and just right in front of Cable 15, our Cable 15 TV office. Talk about fried chicken. Boy, and I had some there yesterday. I had me a breast, and I had a couple of wings, and boy, the thighs are good, and the legs are good, and it's all good. You can buy it by the piece. You can buy it by a snack box. You can get a lunch box, or you can order 15 pieces if you'd like. Let me tell you what, it's some of the best fried chicken you'll ever put in your mouth at the Newport Shell. If you like fresh, hot fried chicken, that's where you go, my friend. Shell in Newport. Robert Turner, 1420 McLean Street, 523-8780. You need someone who will take care of your money, take care of your investments. Let the old Greyhound, number 62, take care of it. Robert Turner, 1420 McLean Street, Edward Jones Investments. He knows how to do it. Well, I just like that way that kid played when he played.
Yeah,
He's a grown man now, but boy, when he played, he just liked the way he played.
That was a solid bunch. Good to see Tyler Asher back on the field this week after being out for a while. He's on this kickoff return team.
Tyler told me he was going to pop somebody.
I wouldn't doubt it. Tyler's full speed. It's one of those guys they talk about their motor running full speed. He's one of them. Good kick. Be fielded. Start 25. Good return. Hounds like a pretty good field position. We'll see where they spot it. Very near the 40, I think. It'll be about a 15-yard return for Newport.
Offensive line starts with Hayden Schultz. And of course, Nick Murphy is one of the offensive guards. On the other side, Sam Bowen. Big tackles, Jesse on one side. Big Caleb Statler.
1st and 10, Newport.
On the other, and a couple of tights.
DeAndre out here wide right. Colton in motion this way. Give it to Carl. Nothing. He'll be stuffed for about a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Nothing there. Carl Turner will lose 2 back to the 33-yard line. 2nd down, 12.
Saw where Hayden Schultz hollered something into Gunner, and Gunner hollered something over to Coach Harrison. Kind of like, man, this play might work right here already, and that's what I like about Hayden Schultz is his senior leadership, and he's been there for a long time, and the guy knows how to play.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Carl inside. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage or just past. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for Newport, and David, a big conversion. As we said, we need to match them.
Well, you can't afford to not match them. And if you don't match them, then you have to have a defensive stop. Charlie Bell in the slot. DeAndre split wide to the bottom of your screen here, and that's a great shot there by Dan Klepechka. We're right on it.
Once again, 3rd down, 10. We've got to get to the 45. Gunner rolls. He's in trouble, and he'll be sacked for a loss back to the 28. Gunner didn't have a chance.
Well, you got to block them up front. Whatever you got to do, you got to get them blocked. And we didn't have much chance to throw the football. We didn't have a chance to get open because we didn't have any chance to throw. So a punting situation for the Greyhounds with 7:16 to play, 7:14, I guess, the clock moving here in the first quarter. The score is 6-0 in favor of Helena.
And line of scrimmage is the 28-yard line. And we need somebody else out there, like the punter.
Yep.
25-second clock down to 4. Don't need to lose any more. Good snap. Charlie with the kick. They fielded at the 40, drops it, picks it up. Big return.
And Charlie Bell makes the tackle. Punts the ball, gets on the field late, punts the ball, and he's down to make the tackle. Greyhound football game brought to you by Dr. Gavin McDowell. Customized vision care in the Village Mall. Professional vision care and eye health care. Name brand sunglasses and all kinds of name brand glasses. Selection. Guaranteed contact lens success program at Dr. Gavin McDowell's.
Obviously, we don't like giving up that kind of field position. 1st and 10. 45-yard line of Newport. Need a turnover early in the game.
You just need to stop. You got to have something good happen for you.
One or the other, yep. And off inside, big running back. Played pretty well by the Hounds over here. It's Kyron Stafford on the play, gain of about 3. Actually 4, closer to the 41-yard line of Newport. 2nd down and 6. Got to get to the 35. 6:08 to go here in the first quarter. We trail by 6 already. Motion this way. Quarterback drops it on the ground and get him in the backfield, and we do, and that's a big defensive play. Jordan Mabry back there, along with Willis.
Well, you hope if you're having trouble stopping them that those guys can help you by helping stop themselves, and they did right there. Just a miscommunication between the guy coming on the speed sweep.
3rd down and 15, nearly 16. They've got to get just inside the 35 of Newport. Let's go defense, another big stop here. .25-second clock at 6. Quarterback drops back, got some heat, and he'll be dropped. Big quarterback sack for Newport. That's a big play. That's Denver Smith.
Denver has played very, very well throughout the course of the year in his senior year, and that's just good defensive line play by Denver by attacking the man that's trying to block him. And obviously these guys are going backwards, and that's a big stop for the Newport Greyhound defense, just what the doctor ordered with 4:55 and the clock moving here in the first quarter, and us trailing by 6.
Another bad snap right here. Line of scrimmage back to the 40. 4th and 25. Good snap. Good kick. They fielded at 25. DeAndre still on his feet. Good job, DeAndre, up to the 40-yard line. 15-yard return after a 35-yard punt.
And the Newport offense will come back onto the field, and I think there is a penalty flag somewhere, maybe.
Block in the back, maybe, probably against Newport.
Yeah, I think I see that, yes.
It's block in the back against Newport.
I'm not saying anything bad about, but the guy that made the call, I watched that guy when Helena came off the field. He was standing right down here by the gate, and he was shaking almost. He didn't shake every hand, but he shook about at least 2/3 of those kids' hands. I thought he must know those kids from somewhere.
Yeah, that's not
good. Not that it wasn't a
Yeah.
penalty, because it probably was.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was.
yeah. Probably need to avoid doing that kind of thing.
Yeah,
though.
in public.
Yeah, absolutely. 1st and 10, Newport from the 26. Hounds went 3 and out on the last drive. Let's get some movement here and get a 1st down at least. Carl around the left side. Carl's got room. 30, 35, 40. Carl Turner 45. Carl Turner past midfield. 1st down Newport.
Or McCabe Cordell over there on the left side, coming out, tying up with the cornerback, and gets a great block, and that's moving the football. Let's turn this thing around. Let's take it in there, guys, and get us a score. We're past midfield.
Carl about a 29-yard gain. That's what we're talking about. Loosen that defense up a little bit. Carl out. Ben Collier in the game. Kyron in at a... See where he lines up. He'll split out a little bit. Ben steps up. Gunner keeps left. Gunner's got room. Gunner 1st down and more. Gunner Bullard. Touchdown Newport. Gunner Bullard 46 yards.
Well, just a fake inside, and we've said all year, we saw him do that so much when he was a sophomore. Fake the football one way, Gunner brings it the other way. Great call by Donnie Harrison. And, hey, look here, a defensive stop and then a quick touchdown by the Hounds. The Hounds have tied it up at 6. Let's go. Let's get this extra point right here.
Take the lead, guys. Psychological advantage to get that lead right here. Zach Alton once again will snap. Will Golan still out with an illness this week. Gunner will hold. McCabe Cordell's got 6 extra points this year. Let's make it 7.
I was going to say about the psychological, Randy, part also, you get the big stop. You get a big stop, and all of a sudden you're right in the ball game, and you can stop them.
Points no good, low, and we're remain tied at 6 with 4:09 to go in the first quarter.
Folks, I don't know if you have computer problems from time to time, who you call, but I can recommend you call 523-8949. That's a number for Anthony May at Newport Technology Center, which is your Radio Shack dealer. Anthony is real talented when it comes to diagnosing some computer problems. So if you're having problems with your computer, give him a call. Let him get you back to working. You don't have to go spend $500, $600, $700, $800 on a new computer. Let him fix it at a reasonable price, because he can do it at Newport Technology Center, your Radio Shack dealer. Subway of Newport and the new Walmart Super Center brings you the Coaches Show each and every Friday night after the football game, and the Sampsons and This being September for most of the week, I guess. September, SUB Timber, and always got something special out there. And they have a special delivery on Thursday. It's called a business delivery at Subway in the new Walmart Super Center. Hey, we're tied up at 6. Let's hold them again, Randy C.
New ball game. Julian Reed will kick off for Newport. Kick coverage has been excellent this year. Julian, a high kick. He fielded it right at 29. Good coverage. Return only about 7 yards, I think, or so on that play. Good coverage once again by this Hound kickoff team. They've been excellent all year.
First guy there was number 6, Jordan Neal. Well, it was excellent coverage once again. 4:03 to play first quarter. We're tied at 6. How about another defensive stop here?
I'll take it, yeah, absolutely. I think maybe we got some confidence last time. Maybe made some adjustments. Not sure about that, but just played much better. First and 10 from the 37 or 38.
I'd remind you that the concession stand is open on the east and west side of the field. Those money goes to support the Helena West Cougar Football Club.
Motion man. Handed off inside. Played well by the Hound defense.
Well,
Good job.
It was played well by Denver Smith, who he's playing in a gap inside the tight end, and boy, he just destroyed that gap, and we saw the guys coming from the other side. In other words, the lineman, right guard and right tackle, come to trap block him. He just blew that play up. That's Denver all the way. He didn't make the tackle, but he blew up the play.
Second down and 8. They give him 2. Motion this way. They give it to him. Played well by the Hounds. There he is again. Denver Smith, but McCabe Cordell part of that as well.
Yeah, Denver's all over the field. That's just good football play. And McCabe also, as you mentioned, 3:17 to play in the first quarter, tied at 6. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Cougars.
Time for a little heat on that quarterback. Got a sack on the last series.
Darren Roddy in at one of the defensive corners.
A little confusion, it looks like, by Helena, and they're going to have to call a timeout. They were confused, and guys running every which way. Timeout, 2:49 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6.
ASU Newport, indeed a great place to start. Record enrollment, biggest enrollment that they have ever had at ASU Newport. And, of course, they have the ASU Commercial Driver Training Program, Renewable Energy Program, Surgical Technology, Adult Education, online courses and programs, and have financing available. If you need some financial aid, they have that available. Give them a call at 512-7800. ASU Newport, a great place to start. Kertner Lumber Company at the Newport Air Base, which is also location near ASU Newport. You know, the Kertner family been here for many, many years and been in business since 1967, and it's a family-based business and taking care of folks. And they also have, you need some mulch for the fall. It's time for me to get another load of mulch. You can buy it by the bulk. It's real expensive. No need to go somewhere and buy it by a sack full when you can buy it by a truckload full and get it for a lot less money. Give Kertner Lumber Company a call at 523-6701, and the mulch is excellent.
No doubt about it. I've used that before. Big play here again for the Hound defense. Keep that momentum established.
We want to thank the program sponsor, which includes Rams.
Zach Hoyt, the Newport trainer, who's been on duty for a couple of weeks. Coach Harrison's so glad to have that gentleman with us.
Is one of the officials hurt? Yeah, I think the guy who...
Zach's out there by him, so something's going on.
Yeah, the same official that shook hands with all the Helena guys.
Got sore, got his hands sore, shaking hands.
Guess his hand is sore.
They're all getting a little drink of water there. Got to keep them hydrated.
Yeah, he's struggling, really. Looks like he's... Oh, bless his heart.
Let's play some football, guys. Big play here, 3rd down and 7 for the Cougars. Ball just past the 40-yard line. They've got to get right. Just short of the 48 to get a first down here. They set the 25-second clock, and they're ready to go. Empty backfield. Quarterback straight back. There's heat. There's Roddy. Steps up, throws it. Going to be overthrown. Brings up 4th down and 7. Another punt situation for the Cougars.
Well, that's what you hope. You hope your defense can get stops where you don't have to match these guys every time. But when you get some stop after trailing 6-0, and then you can put points on the board, obviously that's how you win games. Good job by the Newport defense once again. Let's get some good field position here.
So, DeAndre with an excellent return last time, called back by a block in the back. We've got some confusion still on out there, but Cougar punter is ready to receive the snap. The 25-second clock was down to 5. They'll reset that, and it goes. Good snap. Short kick, and it's going to take a Hound bounce, I think, the way it's spinning. And Hounds have outstanding field position near midfield, just short of midfield.
You know, it doesn't matter really how good you are. You take into consideration how important the kicking game is in a football game. I mean, that's just a short punt of, 10 yards or so, and really going to be advantageous for the Newport offense to get their best starting field position. And let's turn this into some points.
Speaking of kicking game, how about Newport's Artez Brown getting the field goal block last week, named the Sun Belt Special Teams Player of the Week. Congratulations, Artez. He also lit up a guy on a punt return, too. I mean, absolutely lit him up.
Well, it was a game saver, obviously.
Yeah,
that was a chip shot field goal.
First and 10 Hounds. Carl, left side. Carl still on his feet. Carl running over people. Past midfield. Good gain on the play. Second down, Newport. I think they'll spot him at the 49-yard line.
Proud past, bright future, NEDC, the Newport Business Resource Center located in downtown Newport. You can look them up on the web at newportarcity.org.
Second down, a short 5 for Newport. Carl straight ahead. We'll see where they mark the forward progress. I think he's going to be just short, maybe about 1.5 yards short. Brings up third down and short for Newport. 1:50 to go in the first quarter. We're tied, but Newport moving the football near midfield.
Yeah, you just keep on. You've got lots of plays in your offensive game plan that you can get on third and short.
Willis in the game. McCabe Cordell split out left. DeAndre and Charlie Bell out this way. Carl moves to the right of Gunner. Again, we need 2. Gunner keeps it, and he'll be stopped in the backfield, and we do not get the first down. Didn't work, and we'll lose a yard or so on the play.
Well, a telltale sign. You can see the offensive linemen on the backside were off the ball quite some bit. Look, you could tell from this angle that they were coming this way. They faked the football to Carl. And obviously at the point of attack, Helena won that battle.
At the 49 of the Cougars. Charlie Bell to punt. Good snap. Charlie right across the middle. Midfield at the 24. 26-yard punt for Charlie Bell. First down, Helena.
Lindley Health and Rehab Center located at 326 Lindley Lane, 523-6539, www.lindleyhealthcare.com, Lindley Health and Rehab Center.
Well, Dave, I never would have thought you would have seen 4 punts in the first quarter with these 2 teams. I really think it'd be a score fest. Yeah, and we've had 4 punts already, two for each team.
Yeah, that is unusual. Yeah, that is unusual.
Ball spotted at the 24, 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We're tied at 6.
Obviously, the Hound defense making a few adjustments there, and doesn't look like the play calling's any different for those guys, but they've made a couple of mistakes on their last couple of drives, so it certainly makes your defense play better.
Quarterback keeps, and boy, big hit there, played well. Stafford on the play, I think.
Kyron.
Up to the 26-yard line, gain of about 2, second down and 8. That will likely be the last play of the first quarter. We'll see. Down to 15 seconds and counting. They look to the sideline for the play, and I think that's going to do it. That's going to be the end of the first quarter with your score. Newport 6, the Cougars 6.
There it is on the scoreboard. And remind you about Sonic Drive-In and all the specials they have, and happy hours in the afternoon from 3 till, or actually 2 to 4. It's actually 2 to 4. It's from 2 to 4.
Yeah, I got in on that today.
Yeah, oh, did you, boy?
Got in on it, yeah.
What do you drink up there?
We just got a Coke today. Actually got it for Paula.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Being a good husband.
I like their unsweet tea. Boy, give me a couple sweet and lows. And sometimes when I go for that, and that's kind of what it's designed to do, sometimes, and they'll ask you, say, would you like an order of cheese sticks? And you go, no, but I'd like 2 orders of cheese sticks. If you get me 2 orders of cheese stick and some tea, I'd be okay.
Yeah, you've already tempted me too much.
Oh, man. I'm an eater. As a matter of fact, I ate there last night at the junior high game. Had me I want an extra long, foot-long coney, and I want an extra hot dog, but I don't want any bread.
Hold the bread.
Hold the bread. Give me some extra cheese and that healthy stuff, that chili and cheese. Give me some extra of that.
Hope you had a fork for that.
I did. Sonic Drive-In in Newport. They're good folks.
2nd down and 8. This will be the first play of the second quarter. As we enter the second quarter, we're tied at 6. And the Cougars made it look easy on their first drive. The Newport defense has played extremely well on the last 2 drives, forcing 2 punts. 2nd and 8. And coming this way, they'll have a first down. Depending on the spot, it's going to be very close. I believe he may just barely have the first down, but again, it depends on the spot. Gain of 8 on the play, and they will have a first down when he moves it for sure.
Well, guys, I can tell I'm right on it, and you don't need to measure that when that is a first down.
Yeah, move it. 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line.
Tied at 6 here. Early in the second quarter.
Motion. Drops the football on the ground. Picks it up. Boy, that guy's a bowling ball when he runs the football. He makes a nice gain, and when he hits him, he just bounces off, and that's what he did on that first drive, the first series, when he made such a big game. Nice gain to the 42.
Yeah, and absolutely bust on a play turns into a huge positive. That's just athletic ability there.
Absolutely. Cougars with 2 fumbles, but they've gotten them both back. 2nd down and 2. Well, near the 42 of the Cougars. Motion. Quarterback keeps up the middle. Played well by the Hounds. See who gets up from the bottom of that pile.
There's a pop.
Mr. Stafford, 49. When in doubt, it's usually Kyron.
Yeah, we heard it from here.
Yeah.
Always looking for a brand body shop collision of the week. Hadn't really seen the real pop yet. But we will.
3rd down and a long one. Motion. Quarterback keeps this way, and he's got a lot of room. Turns it up and still moving. 40. Cuts up 35. DeAndre Elston there, but a nice gain to about the 33-yard line of Newport. 1st and 10, Helena.
That's the same kid that's been the running back, number 24, that he just took a direct snap that time and faked the jet sweep. 24 is a hoss now.
Yeah, he is. Bounce off of him. He'll line up in that formation again. The Wild Cougar, I guess. Motion. Hands it to the man coming in from the right, and have a gain to around the 30-yard line. Gain of looks like 3, maybe 4 on the play. 2nd down and 7. 9:35 to go in the second quarter.
Big Jesse Kyron, Colton Willis, all helping in on that tackle. 9:27 to play here in the first half. We're tied at 6. Helena, West Helena on the move.
Schultz in the game, Jesse out. They stay in the wild Cougar with number 24 taking the direct snap. Nobody else in the backfield. Motion this way. Hands it to him. We'll see where they spot it. I think he's going to be definitely short of a first down, but we'll see by how much. 4-down territory. This will be 3rd down and short, I think. 3rd and 2. Most of this game has been played on the other side. Love to see some play down on this side, especially this quarter, since the Hounds score down here.
Yeah, I'd like to see 4 touchdowns scored on this end.
Yeah, in the next 9 minutes. It's possible. Motion. 24 keeps it up the middle. Played well by the Hounds. Kyron thought he had a fumble, was ready to go to the house, but they blow it dead.
Look at Kyron. Look at Kyron.
Kyron wants a review.
Yeah. He said, oh, guys, I'm telling you, I think that was a fair ball. Kyron made a pop and got a fumble and picked it up, started running, and went, I'm going for a touch.
Forward progress got him a first down. I wasn't sure it was close, but they'll call it 1st down and 10 for the Cougars. Ball looks like at the 23.
I need to stop.
24 up middle, that's Mr. Stafford. Good job, Hound defense. Willis also on the play.
Well, Kyron reading the quarterback very, very well, and he and Colton both from their linebacker positions, and they're just coming free on almost every play.
Mr. Smith also in on that tackle. Denver continues to play very well. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7 from the 21.
Long count, we don't jump.
2-1. Did they get a timeout? I think they did, with 1 second to go on the 25-second clock. Timeout, Cougars.
The Recycling Center in downtown Newport's open from 7 to 4 Monday through Friday. Of course, they have some bins there that are available for you to drop off stuff if it's after those hours. And they accept cardboard, newspaper, magazines, white paper, plastic, tin cans, aluminum, electronics, clothing, and now accepting glass bottles. And they offer a free paper shredding service. Have a new shredder, and if you just call ahead of time, if you've got large amounts, they'll have it ready for you, ready to go. 217-0070 at 218 3rd Street, downtown Newport, the Newport Recycling Center. And Jackson's Funeral Home, the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family. Care and comfort in your family's time of need, the Jackson's Funeral Home. Modern Woodman, Brenda Benish and Matt Ward, and your financial guidance is more about trust than it is about sales, and both of those agents can offer free financial help. Give Brenda a call at 523-2977. Modern Woodman, 106 South State Street.
2nd and 7, Cougars.
Ready for a brand body shop collision of the week right here.
Yeah, pop it loose. Ball on the 21 of Newport. 24 keeps it left. Strung out well by the Hounds. Be 3rd down and probably around 3 or 4. Again, our angle's very tough from that side of the field.
Yeah, I think that's Keith Washam there, playing up tight from his safety position. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, we'll call it. 7:20 to go here in the 2nd quarter. We're tied at 6. And we've got an official's timeout to discuss something. And we have no clue what. Big sideline warning. Hadn't seen one of those in high school in a while.
And the referee's mic'd up.
3rd and 3. Quarterback keeps it upfield. He's got a lot of room. And and he is into the end zone, 16-yard touchdown by number 24.
Well, they made it look easy on that play, but they had to earn it to retake the lead here, 12-6, and the all-important extra points coming up. There's 24 right there. Look how wide that guy is. Boy.
Yep, he's a stud.
Tree trunks for legs. Good football player.
So difficult to tackle. It's really been bouncing off of people a couple times. They will go for two, it looks like. Last time they lined up to go for one and faked it, and I guess maybe they are going to. No, they'll line up in the same formation. The back's in trouble. It's outside and throws it across the field and incomplete, and the two-point conversion fails with 7:05 to go in the first half. Hounds trail 12-6.
Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davison Crew at 1117 McLean Street with the drive-through window. Generic drugs when possible to save you money. They file your insurance and your medical claims for you. True quality professional service at Norman Baker Pharmacy. And don't forget about the touchdown luncheon each and every Monday at Harris Hospital, the Harris Hospital Community Room. Coach talks about last week's or this particular ball game and what's coming up for the next week, and we'll talk more about that in just a second. Reminder about Harris Hospital, some of the services they have are, Harris Hospital is located at 1200 McLean Street in Newport, and it's our hospital of choice, and cardiac care and diagnostic imaging, they have a great emergency room, home health services, laboratory services, orthopedic services, lots of other services from pediatrics to podiatry services, primary care, rehabilitation services, senior care. They've got it going on at our local hospital at Harris Hospital in Newport.
Cougars to kick off. That quick approach to the ball, thinking they're going to do an onside kick, then they line up conventionally.
Faked me out, but I'm up here.
Kick fielded, the 31-yard line. That's return, looks like a return of at least 10 on the play. Hounds will have it past the 40-yard line. We'll see exactly where they spot it.
I didn't see who returned the ball.
I could not tell.
Was it Darren Moore, maybe?
Darren Moore.
It was Darren.
Moore, yeah. We'll give him 10 yards on the return. Hounds with good field position, time to answer. Sputtered on the last drive after an excellent drive previous.
Caleb Stadler, Sam Bowen, Hayden Schultz, Nick Murphy, Jesse Simmons. The big front five.
Willis, Charlie, and Elston all left. Or all right. McCabe left.
Nobody out here on this receiver, and Gunner saw it, and he throws.
Just out of his fingertip reach.
When they came up to the line of scrimmage, there was nobody covering McCabe. McCabe gave the signal to Gunner. Gunner said, okay, I'll hit you. By that time, they had recovered and sent somebody over there to cover McCabe. But that's just good football, good smart football by McCabe and by Gunner.
Yeah, great communication with this offensive bunch. There's no doubt about it. Carl this way. Carl, a short gain. Maybe about 4 on the play, near the 45-yard line. Another big third down for this Hound offense. Got to maintain some possession and string some first downs here, at least.
6:50 clock stops as Carl was knocked out of bounds. We're here in the first half. It's the second quarter. We trailed 12-6. We've never led in a football game. Down 6-0 and tied at 6-6. Now down 12-6.
3rd and 6 from the 45. Elston and Bell go out wide right. McCabe this way. Gunner straight back. He'll flare out of the backfield to Carl, and he will get it to about the 48-yard line. Looks like enough for a first down. Great possession pass right there.
I don't know if our viewers like baseball, but if you don't even like baseball, what happened last night in the major leagues at Yankee Stadium with Derek Jeter was simply incredible. Derek Jeter, in his last time at bat at Yankee Stadium ever after a 20-year career, has a walk-off hit, knocks in the winning run. Just a sensational end to his Yankee Stadium career.
Carl He's still on his feet, and they'll call that a touchdown. No, I thought he was going all the way. Brought it to 20. I thought he would go all the way, but he was not down.
There was no whistle.
No whistle, and great awareness by Carl to realize that, and I thought he was going to the house, but still an outstanding game to the 20.
And we got to convert right here.
And there is no review in high school because he was close, but apparently not. 1st and 10 from the 20. Hounds trying to go fast. Carl Wright. He brought down in the backfield for a loss of 4. Strung out well by that Cougar defense, and he'll lose 4. 2nd down and 14. 5:57, and the clock should be running, I would think.
Well, they stop the clock, and they normally don't stop it unless there's some type of infraction.
Penalty.
Yeah.
They must. Yeah, there's a yellow hanky on the field over there. We'll see what the call is.
I thought I saw a face mask.
He's looking at the Helena coaches, though. Yeah, it's against us.
So I didn't see a face mask. Well, I might have seen a face mask.
Yeah. They'll move it back to the 32-yard line and makes it 1st down and 22. Hounds have to get to the 10.
Come on, Hounds.
You just get chunks of it at a time here. You don't have to get it all back at once. Got 4 chances to get 22. Watch for little Air Harrison right here. Gunner, straight back. He's in deep trouble. Got to get rid of it, Gunner, and he does it. And we've got the 2nd and 35.
Well, the guys that are in there on the quarterback are the defensive linemen. It's not linebackers blitzing. It's the defensive linemen.
We are going the wrong way after being down, we thought, inside the 20.
Yeah, 2nd and 35 here, maybe.
2nd and 35. 2 receivers each way. Gunner fakes and drops back, looks for a screen, and oh, we were lucky that wasn't picked. He was right there, and that would have made it 18-6.
Well, Gunner just didn't have a chance to throw the football. We're not getting them blocked up front. And you've got to slow those guys down to have any chance at all. So this offensive possession going backwards, almost a touchdown there. We threw it right into the hands of the defensive lineman. So 3rd down and 35 from the 45, 4:48 to play in the half, 12-6 we trail.
Gunner will wrap around and nothing there. Carl will lose 2, and it'll be 4th and 37 from the 47.
Hounds to punt. Reminder, the game is brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company of Newport, your John Deere dealer, and also for Steel Products. And another timeout on the field. Trying to get the clock to stop, and they finally get it to stop. No timeout, just wanted to talk about something here. An official's timeout. Steel products, including weed eaters, hedge trimmers, blowers, edgers, you name it. Never too early to start thinking about Christmas toys and boots and John Deere clothing at John Deere, your John Deere dealer. Highway 367 North in Newport, gogreenway.com.
Charlie with a low line drive kick.
They got a wall.
Excellent return up to about the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. 28-yard return for, they've got 2 returns for 43 yards after a punt of 40 yards on the play.
4:05 remaining. Helena with the football once again. Real good on their first and last drives in between some punts. Number 2, their regular quarterback, back in.
Hands it on the sweep this way. Get a great block. A great job by Mr. Roddy. Good job, Darren Roddy. It's like a big play right there if they'll only get about 1, if any, maybe nothing.
Yeah, they had it coming this way. McCabe Cordell comes up, and he really put a lot of pressure on before he got held and thrown to the ground. McCabe made the guy go wide. Roddy came up with a big hit. Good job, 2.
2nd and 10 from the 41. Come on, defense. We'll do a turnover.
Yeah, we got to have a stop here for the half.
Quarterback goes left, turns up into Kyron Stafford. Nothing there. Mr. Stafford just too quick.
Well, Kyron has been real good tonight. He's been in the backfield all night long. He loses his helmet, and Tyler Asher will come in. And boy, Tyler, when he's been asked to come into the football game, has always done his job and played very, very well.
3rd and 14. Have to get past midfield to the Newport 49. Clock is inside 3 minutes in the 2nd quarter. Let's go, Hounds. Big play here for the Hound defense. And we're going to have a timeout with the Cougars. We've got 2:49 to go in the 2nd quarter. We trail 12-6. 3rd and 14 coming up for the Cougars.
I've got a rules question for you, and because I don't know the answer, and I don't know that you know the answer, but at least we can talk about it. When a football player loses his helmet comes off his head. Why is he required to come off for one play?
Yeah, it makes no sense. You ought to just be able to put it right back on.
Why not just put it back? It takes you more time to run off the field, and they have to allow you time enough to get somebody in than it does to put your helmet back on, buckle the thing, and get ready to play.
Yeah,
I've never understood
that. Has no merit.
No validity or merit whatsoever.
That's
what I thought.
Yeah.
Glad we're in agreement on that.
We're in definite agreement on that. I don't care which team it is. That's no saying it. No point.
It's a silly rule. Kyron had come off the field after the play and because his helmet was off.
Yeah. You know, we understand when a guy gets hurt and you have to put on the official's timeout why he has to come off there because you think you're trying to avoid a timeout, you know, and that's what they're thinking on that. But this one, there's no merit at all.
Well, here's my question now. If the rule says you have to come off for one play, there has been no play.
Exactly. So and he's back out there.
Is he required to stay on the sideline?
I have no idea.
Interesting thought, though.
Yeah, it is a great thought.
You're required to come off for one play.
Yeah. All right, guys, 3rd and 14.
Big play here. Big play here. Come on, defense.
A big play by 49. He's going to be coming. Motion, fake, and they drop back. Throw it across the little screen over here. And they've got a nice play. And they'll have a 1st down inside the 45. Denver Smith finally brings him down at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, the Cougars.
We're trying to tackle this guy. And this guy's good enough. He's like a big bowling ball. Once he gets rolling, he just hits our guys and they just bounce off of him. We're trying hard. That's just good play by that guy. .239 to play in the half. Trailing 12-6. We need a defensive stop for sure.
First and 10 from the 42. Back. Put the receiver over here, little bubble. And he's got a lot of room. We'll have another 1st down up to the 30-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play.
That's just a good call. We hadn't seen the bubble screen all night long. Last 2 passes have been more quick passes because of the pressure being applied by the Greyhound defensive line and linebackers.
Quarterback keeps it up the middle. Played well by the Hounds. Mabry with the initial contact. Jesse's down there. Others, Kyron. Willis there as well.
Yeah, Terrell Roddy also 42. Boy, our kids just battling hard right here. This is a huge defensive possession. Huge possession in the football game. What happens here could have some determining effects on the outcome of the football game.
Back, straight back. Throws it out here in the flat. Played well by the Hounds. Cordell.
Yeah, it's a brand body shop collision too. McCabe Cordell played that beautifully, and he popped that receiver. Looked like he was going to have a lot of room to run, and McCabe came flying toward the football. 1:10 clock moving, 3rd down and about 14.
Yeah, with the clock where it is, it'll be a 4-down territory here. So 3rd and 14. Come on, defense. We need to play. Quarterback rolls right, stops. Got Kyron in pursuit, throws it deep. Got McCabe there, touchdown.
Man, you couldn't play it any better defensively than what McCabe played it. Could not have played it any better. Wow. 35-yard touchdown. That's huge. McCabe was with him step for step. And the defense was absolutely perfect, and so was their pass and catch.
Great job.
Nothing you can do there. Nothing you can do. Dan, make sure you get me the time, my friend.
Back. Incomplete. 18-6, 42.8 seconds to go in the first half.
Now what you hope happens is we get a real long return, and we have a couple of plays that we might be able to, a couple of chances to get in the end zone. You have 3 timeouts left, so if you get pretty good field position, you got a chance to put points on the board. El Puente Mexican Restaurant, you know where they're located, and you know what they serve. Their service is simply sensational. I don't guess I know of a better restaurant service that you can get anywhere in the world. It's outstanding, and boy, the food is second to none, and whether it be tacos or dip or enchiladas or fajitas, whatever the case, these guys do it well. Do a little business with El Puente Restaurant. Great food, excellent service, and loving the Newport Greyhounds at El Puente.
You know what? If you go to El Puente, the Newport homecoming queen may bring your salsa.
That is correct. So, she very well may.
Absolutely.
She very well may.
Another reason to go there this week.
Absolutely. Yeah, go there and tell her congratulations.
Cougars to kick off from the 40. Let's get some field position, guys. Still got time here. Still got a couple timeouts. Got all 3 timeouts left, actually. Yes. Short kick, got to field it, Tyler. He gets on it, and we'll have good field position at the 40. We can make something happen here.
I think you're okay, especially with 3 timeouts. I mean, that's a wealth of time. I mean, you can't run one for 2 yards.
Yeah,
I mean, no. You got to get it in chunks here, but. Every play that stays in bounds, the clock will stop if it's first down. If it's less than a first down or it doesn't go out of bounds, then to stop it, you have to use one of your timeouts. Can we block these guys up front?
Screen to McCabe. McCabe will be sure it's first down. You got to go ahead and use a timeout, I think, here, Coach.
Yes, I think you do, too. You got to call timeout.
This hurts. We've got 3 timeouts and
clock down to 20.
Gunner fakes, and he's in trouble. Just tosses out of bounds, and the clock's down to 5.5 seconds.
Well, we're going to get one play right here. And a penalty flag. Maybe Gunner tried to get rid of it. It's going to be intentional grounding from the 42, and it's a 5-yard penalty and loss of down. Hounds were trying to get to the line of scrimmage, and the clock continued to run. it ran from 33 seconds, well, down to 5. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just think you can get it off quicker and you don't get a guy lined up. And obviously, we've worked on that, but just didn't work that time.
Carl will be brought down, and that's going to be the end of the first half with your score. Helena Westtown 18, Newport 6.
Give me a time, my friend, and we'll be back momentarily. Randy C. got some halftime statistics, and overall, you look at our statistics and you say, "Golly gee, it's got a pretty good football game going on in here."
Yeah. And again, the stats are courtesy of Van Province this week. Again, Shane Hutchinson with a little surgery this morning, and hopefully he's doing well. But thanks to Van, total offense: Helena 177, Newport 88. Penalties: Newport 4 for 30, Helena no penalties. Carl Turner rushing 10 carries for 70 yards. Gunner 2 out of 4 for 17 yards passing. Gunner has the rushing touchdown. Kyron Stafford leads the tackle chart with 9. First downs: Helena 9, Newport 2. They had several guys with tackles for losses for Newport: Willis, Jordan Mabry, Denver Smith, Kyron Stafford, McCabe Cordell, and Terrell Roddy.
Yeah, when you look at those tackles for losses in relation to everything else with the yardage a little bit offensively, but you say, golly gee, you've had a good first half if you've got that many tackles for losses. But these guys just have they're real athletic, and at 24 is just he's a bowling ball. He's a handful, yeah. And the Hounds have right here is a very important drive. Obviously, trailing 18-6 as we get ready to go to start the third quarter. This offensive possession is real important, to say the least, for the Greyhounds.
Absolutely huge. And Charlie Bell deep. I think Darren Moore, number 1, also deep. Just want a chance, guys. Kick it, guys. There we go. Boy, an outstanding kick. That'll go in the end zone. Fielded it inside the goal line and brought out to about the 16-yard line. Darren Roddy, and he'll call it out of bounds.
No, that's a fumble, and they're going to give it to them.
He doesn't know. It was very close. Nobody had a good view of it.
This is the guy that was shaking all the hands, and he threw the beanbag. I mean, he's either going to – I haven't seen the – whose ball is it, guys?
Newport's ball.
Okay, good deal.
14-yard line.
Well, I thought he was going to give it to them. He can't even move. I mean, the gentleman is hurt, honestly.
It was very close to that sideline. Very close. But apparently just touched it. 1st and 10, Newport from the 14.
Come on, Hounds.
And that would have been devastating. Carl Turner. Carl past the 25, up to the 28, gain of 14, first down Newport.
Yeah, it's so important to understand, and the offense got to understand, I'm sure the coaches talked about that, you don't have to score quickly here, but you really need to score.
Yeah, you need to score at some
point. You need to score.
Yeah. It can take you 6 minutes, but you need to score. 1st and 10, we'll call it the 23. And we'll have a 5-yard motion penalty, I think, against the Hounds. Still no indication, but I think that's what it'll have to be with the whistle blowing like that. No. Offsides against, we'll take that. Wow. Offsides against the Cougars. That'll be a 5-yard mark off. 1st and 5 from the 28.
Hounds trailing 18-6. Boy, a beautiful night for football in there.
Absolutely perfect.
Cool in the air.
Glad we've warmed up since that Greene County Tech game a couple of weeks ago. That was abnormal for September the 12th. Toss. Carl, there goes Carl, running hard. Carl gets to the outside. Carl Turner, 40, out of bounds inside the 35. Good job.
Yeah, keep plugging, keep the drive alive, keep moving the chains, put points on the board.
I'm sure Coach Harrison was pretty disappointed with that first half. I'm sure we had a nice discussion there at halftime, and just come out and play hard above anything else. 1st and 10 Hounds at the 33. Feed Mr. Turner. Carl spinning and running hard. That's what we're talking about, effort right there.
Yeah, close to another first down. Tremendous effort by Carl Turner. We had a little trouble trying to block these guys in the first half. It looks like we've cut our splits down a little bit, just trying to attack right at them. Try not to do anything fancy, just do body on body.
1st and 10 at the 22. Cordell right, Elston left. I formation, Roddy at fullback. Gunner, right back, throws it deep for the corner. Incomplete, intended for Elston. 2nd and 10, Newport.
Hounds going for the quick score there. A little overthrown. Hounds having some success just running the football right at them.
10:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hounds trail 18-6, but on the move. 2nd and 10. Mr. Turner has taken them down here. Carl gets outside. Carl Turner cuts. He brought down about the 18. He'll get about 4. Thought he had a chance to make a lot more. He'll get 3, maybe 4, depending on the spot, and I think they'll spot it at the 18.
Merchants and Planters Bank, main office, 2nd Hazel Street, downtown Newport, north office, Highway 367 North. www.mnpbank.com. Check out all the services at Merchants and Planters Bank.
3rd and 7. Spot the ball at the 19-yard line. I formation for the Hounds. McCabe in motion. Toss to Carl. Carl. They hit about the 16-yard line. 4th down, probably near 4 for Newport. Well, obviously we'll go for it here. Willis in the game for Newport. 4th down and looks like a long 5 from the spot at the 17. Carl the lone back. To tight end look. Would we throw to a tight end? Willis in motion. Gunner and Carl's going nowhere, and the Hounds turn it over on downs.
Well, we had nobody to block a charging defensive end. He just blew right past the line of scrimmage into the backfield for a loss. And the Hounds do not put points on the board. And now it's imperative that you get a stop.
First and 10 from the 22-yard line. Second clock at 10. The Cougars look at their wrist to get to play. 25-second clock at 4. Quarterback straight ahead. Wildcat back straight ahead. Keeping about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. Ball will be spotted at the 25, maybe the 26. Closer to 4, 2nd and 6.
9 minutes to play. 3rd quarter, we trail 18-6. Defense on the field for the first time. Offense had a pretty good little drive going. Couldn't capitalize in the red zone.
Second clock at 5. Hand off inside. Boy, they're just moving forward. Excellent forward surge up to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, we got guys all over them. They just they're not moving the pile, just moving the white jerseys.
A little shorter game than I thought. 3rd down and 3 for Helena. Another big play for this Hound defense, and West Helena really moving the clock very well, running the 25-second clock down to around 5 before they snap it. Very well coached football team.
Yes, they are. They are very well coached and very well organized. Very disciplined football team.
Hounds will jump offside and give them 5.
That's that part of that discipline that I talk about. Bell Flying Service, taking care of farmers for decades. Flying and spraying with the best at Bell Flying Service. Farmers Tire Mart, all kinds of tires, whether it's car tires or truck tires, trailers, ATV, lawnmowers, and automobile service at its finest from Farmers Tire Mart, Malcolm Avenue in Newport.
1st and 10 from the 34. Quarterback outside, throws it up in the air and in no man's land. Hounds could have seen it, they could have adjusted, maybe went and got it, but just in the middle of everybody.
Well, the Hounds got a little defensive push into the backfield, causing their quarterback to scramble and took a lot deeper drop than what he anticipated he was going to have to do at the onset of the play. Clock stopped, 7:37 play, 3rd quarter. We trail 18-6. 2nd down and 10.
Cougars with 2 receivers right, 1 left. Motion man. Quarterback keeps it to the right. He'll pick up the ball near the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Have to get to the 44. 7:24 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We trail by 12.
Well, when you're up a couple of scores and, you do a good job, if you're an offensive guy, an offensive coach who says, I'm content to run a lot of clock, try to move the football, 3rd down and 5, as you mentioned.
Quarterback drops back, throws it deep. They've got him for a touchdown. No, it's out of bounds. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line, 1st down, Cougars.
That's just a good offensive pass. That's just a good play by those guys. Denver Smith, Hayden Schultz in the defensive line.
1st and 10 from the 31 of Newport for the Cougars. Worsham taking the blitz. Quarterback keeps it to the right. He'll have a gain of about 6 on the play. And just getting pretty big chunks at a time.
Penalty flag thrown about the 22-yard line, which is near the 1st down marker.
And they get a holding call against the Cougars. That'll be their first penalty of the football game.
We've been talking bad about you,
Get a 10-yard mark off to the 33-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 11, maybe 12 from that point. Clock's inside 7 minutes, 6:47 and running. We're in the 3rd quarter. Cougars take their time getting the play called. 25-second clock's already down to 10. Motion. Quarterback keeps it, fakes and keeps it. Okay, he's so hard to bring down, and he'll be inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 5 for the Cougars.
That's 24 again, and we had him hit at the line of scrimmage, and we just couldn't wrap up and bring him down.
Third and 5, or excuse me, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 6 from the 28-yard line.
Quarterback drops back, throws it across the middle, got a man open. It'll be completed about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Helena. They just do everything pretty well, David.
Yes, they do. They're well coached. They execute very, very well.
First and goal from the 6. And again, they're going to milk some clock. They're not even looking at the play yet. .25-second clock down to 2. Snaps it on 1. Throws it across the middle. Touchdown. 24-8. Touchdown.
Well, what you had hoped to happen was that Newport would take the opening kickoff and drive down and cut it to a 1-touchdown lead, but we did not do that. We were on a roll, and we got down inside the 20, and the drive stalled, and these guys took over, and they just get a couple of long passes right here, and we can't stop number 24. We can't tackle the guy. So we trail now 24-6 with an extra point to come with 5:14 to play in the third quarter. Excuse me. Still a lot of time left, but you got to have good things to happen. Now you got to get some breaks and you got to get lucky.
Yeah. .24 keeps it. And he'll be short. We stop him on the 2-point conversions, but tough to stop otherwise. We've got 5:14 to go in the third quarter. Hounds trail 24-6.
Football game brought to you by George Kell Motor Company. You know, they're the lead sponsor for our Remember When program that airs each and every Sunday night at 5:30, and then on Tuesday nights at 5:30 before the Greyhound football game. This month's guest is Freeman Travis. It's a real good program. I hope you get on there and you get on the website and watch the program there if you can't watch it on cable channel 15 TV. And again, folks, if you haven't been on our website, we invite you to go by cable15tv.com. Good programming, the coaches show, the football games, the Remember When program, the business spotlight, and you can always see Randy Klepechka and got some archive stuff on there from Randy Klepechka from a long, long time ago. You the man, Randy C. How's that retirement coming? When does that start? When does
Starts Thursday. Starts at 4:30 Wednesday.
4:30 Wednesday. You got it down pat, don't you, brother?
Got it down now. That's what the letter from the boss told me. It started at the end of work that work day. So.
Okay. You're not working extra overtime that day?
I better quit at 4:30. Fielded at the 19, picked up. Roddy, 25-30. Roddy still spinning, still battling. Look at Darren Roddy. He'll be brought down to about the 38-yard line, but he is still fighting.
I love the effort. Love the effort by the young man. Hounds must convert here on this offensive possession. St. Michael's Place, 1311 North Pecan Street, skilled nursing home facility, short-term and long-term rehab, either one. Ashley Tomley, Amanda White, Heather Allen, all the crew, give them a call at 523-9514.
First and 10 from the 37. Carl cuts it back. Carl running hard. Mr. Turner's been battling in the third quarter, David.
Yes, he has. He's running the football very, very effectively.
Up to the 49-yard line.
Hounds are going to have to go fast, 4:50. They don't have to go fast, but if you get back in the football game, you need to go fast.
Roddy in the game in the backfield. Ben Collier out there. We'll line up in the I formation. Roddy at fullback, Collier at tailback. One receiver each way, tight end this way. Collier. Ben running hard. He'll have a first down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Well, I like our effort. The offensive line firing off the football. We ran the football down the last drive and then got down there and stalled. 4:29 remaining, third quarter, 24-6.
Roddy and Stafford out, Bell and Willis in. They'll line up at wide receivers on the right side along with Elston. Got some movement there.
Greyhound boosters include John Miner Jr., who offers a farm package insurance program. It's one of the largest farm packages available. Covers homeowners, farm machinery, farm building, irrigation equipment, automobiles. It's a general liability umbrella policy. Call 523-8900. That's John Miner's senior office, and he'll tell you how to get in touch with John Jr. Glass Plus, Highway 367 North, car, truck windshields, picture framing, general or specific framing. Give them a call at 523-3505.
5-yard offside against the Cougars. Ball will be moved to the 34-yard line, 1st and 5. Ben Collier stays in the game to the left of Bullard. Gunner keeps left. Gunner with a big gain, still on his feet. Gunner down near the 10-yard line, I think. Hounds again moving the football very well. Both drives in the second half.
Yeah, you've got to score here. You got to get some stops.
Yardage means nothing. You got to get in the end zone. Roddy, Stafford, Elston in the game. Carl Wantz in the game. McCabe splits right, Elston left. I formation. Toss to Ben. Ben cuts up. Ben will be in the end zone. Touchdown, Newport. Ben Collier, 11-yard Newport touchdown.
Good job of blocking by the offensive line and good job of running. Touchdown for the Newport Greyhounds to cut it to 24-12. You know, with a 2-point conversion, and I'm sure we'll go for 2 to try to cut it to a 10-point lead. Hounds are in this football game.
They're still in it. 2 receivers each way. Gunner empty. Gunner rolls, looks, throws it, and got a man, and it's intercepted. Just had a man open, but he was kind of in a small area there. Gunner limps off the field. Hopefully he's okay. 3:27 to go in the third quarter. Hounds trail 24-12.
Yeah, even getting it to 10 points, but I do like the try for that. I mean, we're probably not a football team that's going to be asked to kick a field goal anyway.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to have a couple of touchdowns to win anyway. So what you got to have now is a defensive stop.
Got to have one.
Got to have a defensive stop. Rabo Agri lending. Shane Hutchison, the leader in crop lending. Shane Hutchison, 870-217-2171, and bumper to bumper. Auto Parts Service at its best. Bill Malden, 610 Highway 367 North Crow-Burling game. And Mark Manning, Shelter Insurance. Many types of insurance policies and insurance coverage. Give Mark a call at 523-6514. Bill Keedy and Iberia Bank. All your banking needs. Do some friendly folks with the Greyhound family. The Bill Keedy and crew at Lindley Drive, 523-3611, or 523-3611. Churchman Building Center, your Ace Hardware company, 1500 Highway 367 North. Whether it's a major remodeling job or you're just, doing some minor repairs or, you're building something, and all of your project building needs at Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware.
Julian Reed kicks it off across the middle. He fielded at the 20. Comes left. Keith Worsham standing straight up, and a host of Greyhounds there. Again, boy, David, this kick coverage team's been outstanding all year.
It has that, and boy, you see excitement. Coach Joe Haynes on the sidelines there, and it has been excellent. 3:18 to play, third quarter. Hounds need a break like a fumble. We need a turnover. You got to get a turnover.
Obviously got to have a minimum of a stop. If 3 scores up here, it's probably be very tough, but get a stop, anything can happen. 1st and 10 from the 30.
Come on, Hounds.
Let's go defense. Make a break for us. 1st and 10. Hand off to the right side. Boy, great spin. Moving, he fumbles the football, and right in his hands, David. That's the way the breaks go tonight.
And we got what we wanted, which was an opportunity for a turnover, and they just had a guy there that fell right on the football. Keep plugging. Let's go.
Yep.
That one's gone. That one's over. Next play. 3:08 to play in the quarter. We trail 24-12. Come on, Hounds.
Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Again, Helena taking their time. They milked the clock. Really impressed with the way they milked the clock. Down at 3. Quarterback just takes the direct snap and goes straight up the middle. Brought down short of a first down, but still a nice first down gain to the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 5.
Larry Llewellyn representing 3 generations of Greyhounds at 407 Walnut Street, 523-6764, business accounting service, tax prep and planning, management consulting. Let Larry Llewellyn talk to you about your business keeping.
2nd and 5. Asher and Murphy in the game defensively. Another sideline warning, or what's going on here? Sideline warning against Newport. Looking at a couple of our coaches, I think. It's called one each way in this game. A call you rarely see. And that gives Helena a chance to milk another 25 off the clock if they want to. And they do. Down to 5. Quarterback straight ahead. He'll have a first down and more. Just running over people inside the 35-yard line. We've got a flag on the play, and maybe that one's coming back, David. Looks like a hold probably. That's where holding is usually called.
Chop block. Hey, it's good for the Hound.
Yeah, absolutely. Big game.
Hey, you just got to convert right here. It's going to be 2nd down and long. You got to convert on a couple of plays. 1:34 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We trail by 12. Sam's Diner and for breakfast and lunch. Had a little lunch here today, and I had a great big old pile of chicken and dressing with Gilbert gravy and giblet gravy, or whatever I call it, giblet gravy, and had a little roast beef on the side with some brown gravy, some green beans, mashed potatoes, cornbread.
You like to eat.
Well, thank goodness for all of our sponsors. Well, those eating sponsors want to get me hungry.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to have me a Butterfinger after the game.
2nd down. Ball they have to get to the 46. 2nd and 21. Come on, defense. Make something happen.
I'm like
did a while ago and just couldn't recover it.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm so impressed with how these guys run the clock.
Yeah.
They run it down to the 1 second, the last second before they snap it. And then they couldn't get it going that time.
Waited too long that time.
Yes, they did. But they had 3 timeouts, and they used one of them. But anyway, I talked about it. And Tuesdays also, if you like meatloaf, folks, if you like meatloaf, and again, I've talked about Sam's Diner, and if you like meatloaf, go to Sam's Diner on Tuesday and get you a double order.
I like meatloaf.
Oh, it's good. I'm telling you, it's good. Pork chops on Thursday, and they have extra specials on Monday and Wednesday, and hamburger steak, and Mexican chicken, and it's just, oh my goodness gracious. If you just want a plate lunch, you get a big plate lunch. It's the biggest plate lunch I've ever had in my life. $6. $6?
That's a good deal.
$6 for a plate lunch.
That's a great deal.
Not $9.95, not $12.95.
$6.
$6. If you want to drink, it's extra buck. $7. But $6 for a plate lunch, and I'll guarantee it's more than you can eat. Try Sam's Diner. Go in there and tell Sam Laster. Said David Black talking about you on TV. I want to try your meatloaf on Tuesday. I'll see you down there, by the way. I'll see everybody down there Tuesday.
Love meatloaf, man.
Oh, I do too.
1:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hounds trail 24-12. 2nd and 21. We keep saying it, but it becomes more crucial at every play, really. Hounds need to stop, especially the way they milk the clock. Snap, pressure, little screen bubbles across the middle to the wide receiver, and played well by the Hounds. They had a play there, but we played it well. Little wide receiver screen. Ball spot at the 47-yard line, 38-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and long here.
3rd and 15. Come on, Hounds. Force a punt.
Mark and Beverly McGoy Farms and the Saraceni family, Purdy's Flowers and Gifts. All Greyhound boosters on cable channel 15 TV. 18 seconds on the 25-second clock. We'll run that down to almost nothing. Got to have a stop here.
3rd and 15, guys. Quarterback straight back, in under pressure. Gets away out of there, and he makes a great move, and he'll have a first down. Huge play by the number 24, and he's the real deal.
Well, you could see how wide the middle was open. I think that's plenty for a first down. On 3rd down and long, and they make a play, and that's probably going to be the last play. They won't run a play here.
They wouldn't if, no way.
No, the clock will start here. 8 clock starts, and they'll run it down. So we'll go into the 4th quarter with these guys on the move.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, the Cougars of Helena West Helena 24, your Newport Greyhounds 12.
B&T Battery, Neil and Keith Burrow, the Battery guys at 2400 Highway 367 North, 523-2758. If you need a battery of some kind, they've got it. If they don't have it, they'll get it. Do a little business with B&T Battery, Neil and Keith Burrow. And Howard's Glass, new location on Highway 367 North, 523-3771. The phone number remains the same. Whether you need windows for your house, storm windows, need doors put in, you need some commercial doors put in, you need glass done on your commercial building, all types of different glass and windshields for your automobile at Howard's Glass Company. Randy C., you go in the 4th quarter trailing by a couple of scores. It's just one of those nights where these guys are doing so much well that it really frustrates you because you can't get your hands on the football.
That's a great way to put it. Frustration is a great word to describe this. I mean, we like to play pretty fast, and just when you don't have the football, you can't do that. And I've never seen a team run it down as much as this team. Usually a lot of times 2 or 3 teams snap it on. These guys are at 1, and sometimes they, like last time, they even had to call a timeout. They got it so low, but they really milk it well. They snap it early this time. Carl Turner with a big defensive play. Brought down at the 47-yard line.
Colton Willis, Kyron Stafford, linebackers. Call on Carl Turner to help us out in the defensive line.
Clock's running, so they won't snap it early this time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the reason they didn't worry about it last time, but it's down to 7. Down to 3, and they'll snap it about 2. That keeps it. Brought down, good shoestring tackle there by Colton Willis from his linebacker position. 3rd down and about 10.
I will say this. Been a lot of places. Been a lot of places to announce football games. This has been a nice, beautiful stadium they have here. We have been treated well.
Absolutely.
We have been given every opportunity to sit in the press box. I mean, the arrangements that were made. I talked to the guy who was head of the Booster Club. We have been treated exceptionally well, and it's been a beautiful night for football. This is a class program, this Helena bunch.
Absolutely.
Class program.
3rd and 10. 24, straight back. Flushed. Brought down. Finds his way out of there. Look at this guy go. Now he throws it, got a man wide open. Touchdown, Helena West Helena.
Well, Randy, you called it. You said prematurely that we got him down because we had the guy down, and he people just bounced off of that dude. Boy, he's good. Boy, that is a tough one to swallow there. Wow, 30-12, Helena over the Greyhounds.
10-14 to go in the ball game.
You just got to keep plugging.
That's all you can do. They'll go for 2. Got the field spread out pretty good. 24 loves that. Just gives him more room to operate from.
Brand Body Shop Collision of the Week belongs to McCabe Cordell as we speak.
all day. Throws it towards the corner. And the 2-point conversion is good. Makes the score 32-12. West Helena Central.
Well, that's a big offensive possession for those guys, and the thing that you even with 10 minutes to go in the game, you got to say, well, how many more offensive possessions am I going to get, even if you score quickly, because those guys are going to take it and just methodically just run the 25-second clock, stay in bounds. I was talking to Kenny Black on the way down here today, and we were talking about even at the junior high game last night, and when you get ahead 3 touchdowns, and then sometimes you just don't know, and what I mean, the kids at that age, about how important it is to stay in bounds, not go out of bounds and stop the clock, or how much an incomplete pass means to you to stop the clock. You throw 3 in a row, and I mean you're up 25 points, and all of a sudden you're up to 12.
Little things
absolutely
add up.
Absolutely, they do, and these guys are well coached and a real good football team. And they're dropping down from 5A. Yeah, they were competitive in 5A.
Worsham, 25. Worsham with a return past the 40. Pretty good return by Mr. Worsham of about 18 yards. Be 1st and 10 at Newport.
Well, when you trail by 20, you have to score. You have to score quickly, and you got to hope that you can get some breaks.
Well, spot at the 41-yard line, or 42. We'll give Worsham 16 yards on the return.
Cordray Whitmore into the football game as an offensive lineman here.
Collier brought down from behind at the 45-yard line. Give Ben 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for Newport. Under 10 minutes and counting. Ben limps off.
Subway will bring you the coaches show at the conclusion of the broadcast. Subway in the new Walmart Super Center. Lauren and Jeff Sampson.
Carl running hard. Carl will have a 1st down at the 45-yard line of Helena West Helena. 9-yard gain on the play.
I was looking at this cornerback out here, number 12. It came up and made the hit. I want to see how much he weighs. 5'5", 140.
Turner runs into a big pile of blue jerseys. Carl will lose 2 back to the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 12 Newport. Clock's at 9:10 left in this football game. We trail 32-12.
And again, it's been a frustrating night for everybody. Helena with a 6-man front.
Gunner. Pass is tipped by one of those big defensive linemen. 3rd down and 12 Newport.
Well, they're big up front. They're athletic up front. And they are a conference contender.
No doubt. Stafford and Statler in the game for Newport. Hootens had Newport 1st. These Cougars 2nd. Lone Oak 3rd. We see the Jackrabbits for homecoming next Friday night.
Yeah, and Randy, that is a huge football game for the Hounds. Come on, Carl.
Carl, 45. Carl, 40. Nice little step by Carl. That was beautiful.
Well, that's that same number 12 that went low on him a while ago, and he came up mouthing. And Carl guy went low this time. Carl just stepped right over him.
Yeah, just a step. He didn't have to jump.
He just stepped right over. Oh, Lord.
Carl Turner well over 100 yards rushing tonight.
He's played hard. He's run the football exceptionally well.
That's the great thing. His effort's been outstanding, in my opinion.
Come on, Hounds.
Gunner straight back. Throws in to McCabe and intercepted. 5, 10, 15, 20. He run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. 2 guys covering back there and just couldn't get it through.
Yeah, throwing into double coverage, and pass was a tad short, and the kid from Helena just made a good play on it. 8:19 to play in this football game, and we trail 32-12. And I don't have any answers.
I don't either.
You just got to finish out, play hard, and get ready for next week.
I remember back to last year, we lost our first conference game 42-0, came back and had a real good season. So a lot to play for, long way to go. 24. Roddy with the tackle finally after a huge game by number 24.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a football game tonight, no doubt about it.
Got time to call his name, I guess.
That's Keith Hayes.
Okay, he's a player.
He's listed at 5'7", 205.
That sounds about right. The human bowling ball.
Yes, sir.
Don Nottingham.
Nottingham. That was a throwback.
Bowling ball, yeah.
Yes, sir, that's a throwback.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Nebraska?
I remember from the pros. I can't remember who he played for. The human bowling ball,
Yeah.
I remember where he played college ball at.
I'm thinking Nebraska. I may be way off.
Maybe. Yeah, it may have been. I remember him from the pros. Obviously played college somewhere.
Yes, sir.
And off inside. No, it's a little toss out here. They'll have a nice gain. Very near the 30-yard line. Stays in bounds. The clock will keep running, or they'll stop it for the first down. 7:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Hounds trail by 20, 32-12.
You know, a lot of times, folks, you don't get a lot of credit when you're behind the camera. Dan Klepeczka does as good a job as we have ever had here in our 20-plus years on cable. Dan the man, you bet. Just outstanding job, Dan, of following the football and having to stand up the whole game. And you know, a lot of times you don't think about that. You know, here's a guy, you know, we're sitting over here real comfortable. And this guy's working. Don't miss this play now since I bragged on you.
1st and 10 from the 19. 24. Jordan Mabry, this play it well this time. He won't get very much this time after some outstanding runs earlier. Mabry and Tyler Asher on that tackle.
Clock moving, under 7 minutes, 6:50 to play in the football game. We trail 32-12. And these guys will continue to run that 25-second clock. I'm so impressed with how well these guys are coached.
Unbelievable, yeah. Done about everything right so far. .24. Good job from behind, Mr. Stafford. Mr. Stafford can move pretty well.
Yes, he does.
Man on a mission. Clock's at 6:13. Be under 6 when they snap it the next time. It's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Stephen Stacy Headley, also one of our Greyhound boosters, and we appreciate those Greyhounds for supporting the Hounds here on our cable television broadcast.
Third and 6. 24 straight back, throws across the middle, and just a little bit out of reach of the receiver. One of the few missed plays that he's had tonight. Be 4th down and 6 from the 16.
Good coverage. Is that McCabe or is that Gunner?
I can't see a number. It looks like Gunner's. Look.
Yeah.
As you said several years ago about Galen Brown, it walks like Galen Brown. It looks like Galen Brown.
Probably Galen Brown.
It looks like Gunner Bullard. Yeah.
Yeah, walks like Gunner Bullard. He looks like Gunner Bullard.
It is Gunner Bullard.
It is Gunner Bullard, isn't it? Playing a little quarterback. Great coverage by Gunner.
Straight back, under Drake, Heat. We did a great job of holding on to that football, David.
Yeah, they need to stop the clock. They haven't stopped it yet. Of course, the officials haven't told them to stop it.
Asher and Simmons on the play. No chance for him to get a pass off there. Ball turns over to Newport. 5:28 to go in the game. Hounds trail by 20.
And my thought is, as long as there's time on there, I mean, it's not very likely we win this football game.
Keep playing.
Yeah, but you play hard. You play through the final whistle.
You know, if you score on one play, you never know, but you just got to battle. Carl coming outside. To about the 37, 38-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play to the 37. Second down.
And who made that tackle?
24.
Yes, sir. He's had a pretty good night. He'll sleep well tonight.
He's a player.
He is a player.
Clock under 5 minutes. Gunner throws it out to Charlie. Charlie still battling hard. Won't gain hardly anything. Will actually lose probably 2 or 3 on the play, but playing hard. A couple of Cougars down on the field. We'll have officials timeout. 4 injuries. At 4:43 to go in the game. Once again, the Hounds trail 32-12.
Randy, we get a home game this coming week. You mentioned it's homecoming, lots of class reunions going on, and of course we're having a 40-year, my class having a 40-year class reunion, and just I can't believe it's been that long. I know for years ago I used to think somebody's having a 40-year reunion, how old they really were.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, I'm having one, and I guess I'm really that old. So. But it's a huge football game for the Hounds. I mean, it's not a do-or-die game by any stretch of imagination, but if you're going to be in the upper echelon of these teams, then you know, if Lone Oak's supposed to be the 3rd best team in here, you need to beat these guys.
Yeah, you need to beat them, absolutely.
And then Stuttgart after that, is that right?
Yeah. I mean, you'd like to get a good playoff seed, and if you lose 2 in a row, that really puts that in danger of having a good bracket position. So we want to get that one.
Hounds have had a remarkable run. Playoff appearances, obviously, you know, we talk about it all the time.
27 in a row.
A state record, no doubt. I mean, just you never want that thing to end, but I mean, someday that streak.
Someday it will.
Someday, I mean, all streaks.
Not this year.
Yeah, not some. I mean, streaks. You know, no, this football team right here is a state championship caliber potential contender, and. You know, I look back on the game. We got 4 minutes to go in the game, 4:43, and I don't think it's a preparation issue. I just think you just ran into a buzzsaw down here, and it's a very, very good football team, just like we ran into last week.
Yeah, 2 in a row, absolutely. Yeah. Almost certainly the 2 best teams on our regular season schedule. We thought that going into those 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah, been even better than we thought, but we thought they were probably the 2 best teams.
There's no doubt about it.
3rd down and 8 for Newport. Gunner straight back. Those little out pattern to Elston. It's incomplete. Brings up 4th down for Newport.
I don't think anybody for the rest of the year is going to have the quality of athletes this last couple of bunches have had.
No. I don't think so. 4th down and 5. Actually, more like 8, I think. The scoreboard says 5, but it looks like 8. Looking at the markers over there. Hounds are going to go for it. Nothing really to lose anymore. Gunner straight back. In trouble. He'll be dropped for a sack. And ball turns over to the Cougars with 4:24 to go. And I'm sure they will milk much of this clock. Gunner's going to limp off the field. Jogging now. Mabry, Asher, Denver Smith out there. Terrell Roddy, Warsham's out there. 11, Biggers. Aaron Biggers. Roddy, number 2. 49, Kyron back out there. Set it and go, guys. 1st and 10 from the 31. 24 keeps it to the right. And still battling hard.
Our kids play hard, there's no doubt. I mean, our kids are well coached. They're in position. We've been in position all night. We just couldn't tackle 24.
Yeah. Well, they played another quarterback on a couple of series in the first half, and they quickly discovered
absolutely
what worked.
Absolutely.
And he has played every down since then. Clock's under 4 minutes, 3:53 in counting. 25-second clock only at 18, so they'll milk a little more here.
Now, they started doing this at the start of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
Up 18-6, up 2 scores. Yeah. Started milking the clock. Took the air out of it. It's been effective for these guys.
Did delay a game there unless they got the timeout. They got a timeout because it was going to run out again. You ever been to a high school game where the referee had a microphone?
I was thinking earlier, I don't remember one. That's kind of big time.
Yeah.
It's kind of big time.
Don't remember it ever.
I don't think I have. Randy, if you're the head coach of Newport Greyhound, of course, we'll get to talk to Coach Harrison if you're on that coaching staff. What do you do this coming week? I mean, how do you prepare?
You just got to put this thing behind you. I mean, you just got to, you just got to move forward. I don't know what you can say. You just got to put it behind you, put it in your rearview mirror, and get back on that horse.
Here's the beauty about it. I know, of course, Coach Harrison will anybody that's coaching at this time will never understand it. It's a competitive nature in all of us because we want to win every game that we play. But it's just not designed that way.
Right.
The game itself is designed to be played by young men who have a good time, and sometimes there's winners and sometimes there's guys who don't win.
Yeah.
And there's never any losers, no losers as such, but
50% of them's going to
fit every Friday night.
Yeah.
Every Friday night.
Yep.
Every Friday night.
2nd and 10. Keep it around to the left side. And he's got speed, and he'll be brought down inside the 15-yard line. Be 1st and 10 near the 12. 3:22 to go in this football game.
Nothing fancy about that. Just speed to the outside, quickness running the football.
They'll spin the clock at 3:20. It'll be under 3 minutes when they snap it.
3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game.
Running the 25-second clock down to 1.
Handed off to the right side. Played well by the Hounds. Colton Willis on the play. Willis and Stafford both probably being double figures on tackles tonight. Kyron already had a bunch at halftime. 2:40 and counting. They haven't set the clock yet, so knock it down to about 2:10 before they snap it.
And also Denver was in on that one. Boy, and he plays hard.
He's played well all year. I mean, from game 1. Good job, Denver Smith. Batted down by Denver Smith. Who else? 2nd down and 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go. 3rd down and 15. Surprised they threw a pass play there where they've been milking the clock. Yeah, why?
Well, it goes against everything, your whole philosophical nature for the whole second half.
Well, you've been playing. Yeah, why do it now? 3rd and 15 from the 19. That throws it towards the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. And David, once again, we had it played as well as you can.
I'm telling you, that's the 3rd time tonight where our defensive players have been in perfect position, and you can't play it any better than what they played it, and then those guys just make a good play. That's just athletic ability and execution, and you can tell they've worked on that.
38-12, 2:11 to go in this football game. Cougars have outscored Newport 20-0 in the second half. Throws it for the corner again, and we got an interference there, no question about it. They'll get to run this one from the 1.5-yard line.
And our kids saw a little frustration there set in on them. They're just thinking, you know, I'm tired of these guys going up and just getting a touchdown or 2-point conversion. I'd just be glad to play at home.
It's been a while. Week 1, September 5th. Be 4 weeks when we play again, 28 days. Half the distance penalty.
And after next week, the season's halfway over. Goes fast.
Regular season is.
That's correct.
Yeah. We'll play more than 10 football.
Absolutely, yeah. 15. Still like our football team, Randy.
24. In for the 2-point conversion. Helena West, Helena 40, Newport 12.
Yeah, we want to certainly thank all our sponsors as we do each and every Friday night. And appreciate all our fans for watching the football games on Cable Channel 15 TV. And I continue to get emails each and every week about the games being on the website, and just marvelous that former Greyhounds enjoy that aspect of us, Cable Channel 15 TV, bringing you the games. And Greyhounds throughout the world can watch their favorite local high school football team play, and that's good for everybody involved. Brand Body Shop Collision of the Week. If you got a dent, you got a smash, you need help, that's what we do at Brand Auto Body Repair, Highway 367 North. Insurance paperwork, we do it for you. Great quick service at Brand. Come see Mike Brand and crew and get rolling again at Brand Body Shop. And the Collision of the Week goes to McCabe Cordell. And it's 40-12. And Coach Harrison will join us for the Subway post-game report.
Kickoff, kind of in no man's land, bounces inside the 15 to the 13. Nice return by Carl Turner. We'll see where they mark it again. Very difficult for us to see the spot from where we're at. 37, 24-yard return by Carl Turner. .204 left in this football game. Hound offense give one more shot here. We'll try to get better. Timeout, Helena. Be their third and final timeout of the half.
Be a disappointed bunch, but again, you just gotta learn and move on.
That's all you can do is move on. I mean, you know, we still got everything to play for, really.
Absolutely. I mean, conference championship still a possibility. Yeah. You don't control your own destiny, but
still a real possibility.
Absolutely.
The only thing gone is an undefeated season, undefeated conference season. Got to go out there with a great attitude, great work effort, and play hard.
I can see Lone Oak having some skilled people and some good athletes, and they're always good in their offensive defensive lines. This bunch right here is just, I mean, they were real competitive last year in 5A.
Yeah, 5A, exactly. They got in the playoffs in 5A.
Yeah.
Came close to beating the outstanding Camden Fairview team last year. So, you know, they're good. Wide receiver screen and incomplete there. Second down and 10. 1:59 to go here in the football game. Again, congratulations, Coach Burkhead and those Gray Pups for an outstanding win over this same school, Helena West Helena last night at Greyhound Field.
Yeah, 50-plus points in a junior high football game.
Could have scored more.
Yeah, we got some athletes in junior high. You talking about we got some talented kids coming in junior high.
And our 4th, 5th, and 6th grades are really good.
Absolutely. They all are pretty good.
The future's there. Gunner in trouble. Gets out of the pocket. Got to get rid of it. He does. Caught by the assistant coach over there, I think. 3rd down and 10.
Gunner has been under duress all night long when he tries to throw the football. He just has no opportunity to get the pass off, much less try to complete one. 1:51, clock stops with the incompletion.
3rd and 10, 2 receivers each way. Gunner, Carl on the screen. Carl coming this way. Carl 50, 45, Carl 40, cuts back 35, Carl 30, 27-yard line. Carl Turner on the screen from Gunner Bullard, 1st and 10 Newport.
Well, Carl, what a job he did of waiting on 2 blockers to get out there in front for him. Little skip hop. Moving toward the sideline.
First and 10 Newport from the 27. We haven't seen a lot of football down here tonight, David. Most of it's been played on the other end.
It has that. It has that, hasn't it?
No doubt, yeah.
Any touchdowns down here? Maybe, yeah. I think they might have got one.
Yeah, one on the pass play across the middle. Offsides, I think, on the play. Offsides against the Cougars. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Make it 1st and 5.
Well, the Hams just trying to end on a positive here.
Yeah. Well, we moved up to the 22-yard line. Clock's at 1:15 and moving. Let's get a touchdown, guys. Good feeling in our... Gunner throws it from McCabe. Good catch by McCabe with a guy all around him. McCabe will have a 1st down at the 12 or 11-yard line. 59.4 seconds to go here in the football game.
Hounds have 3 timeouts if they elect to use any of them.
1st and 10 from the 11. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Carl still in the backfield, but to the left of Gunner. Gunner straight back, throws across the middle, has Willis. Touchdown, Newport. Bullard to Willis, 11-yard touchdown.
Well, that's going to be a pretty good positive to end on, and with 42 seconds, if you can hold these guys from scoring again and get a 2-point conversion. And of course, there's no moral victories when you get beat.
No.
But there is some at least positives of ending the game near the end of the game with a touch.
Hounds will go for 2. Carl, he'll have the 2-point conversion. 40 to 20, excuse me.
42 seconds remaining. The Hounds will kick off, and barring a long kickoff for a touchdown, I think West Helena will sit on it for the last 42 seconds, up 20 points. Well, you just go back to work. You go back to work whether you won or lost. And that's what these kids will do. We'll talk with Coach Harrison about that in the Subway post-game report. Really impressed with the facility here, really impressed with the fans, really impressed how we were treated by the administration, by the Booster Club.
To be honest with you, I didn't expect anything any different. That's
absolutely right. Yeah.
Julian Reed will kick off for Newport. Goes past the returners to the 13. And you wouldn't expect anything else but great coverage from this kick coverage team. Really outstanding 5-yard return.
Yeah, I saw Tyler Asher among others.
Good to have Tyler back. He'll give you some quality play. There's no doubt about it. Plays hard every down.
Yes, he does.
1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Cougars will likely run one play.
And then we'll get out of here. Dan, get me a time, and we'll quickly get out and wait on Coach Harrison to come join us.
They're going to go to a knee here. You don't have to milk the clock now because it's not running. They'll go to a knee, and they'll wait till 25, I'm sure, to reset it. They stopped the clock. Is there a timeout?
Well, they threw a flag. The guy who's friends of all the Helena players throws a flag. Calls a penalty.
Wonder where he's going after the game.
He called a mouthpiece penalty.
Oh, my God.
He called a mouthpiece penalty.
When you're going to a knee.
He called a mouthpiece penalty. Are you kidding me?
24 keeps it outside, and that should do it. Clock's at 18 seconds and counting. And the Newport Greyhounds will move to 2-2, 0-1 in the conference. But hopefully the two toughest teams behind us will guys show up for homecoming next Friday night, 7 o'clock at legendary Greyhound Field as we play the Lone Oak Jackrabbits. Your final score, Helena West Helena 40, Newport 20.
Coach Harrison's show is next.